Good morning vlog. This might be my last vlog in a very long time because it is July 1st and this is the month where we are going to be welcoming our baby girl. So we're super excited. I'm gonna keep this vlog intro short because we're just about to head out for breakfast and my husband back there is a little bit hangry. So we're gonna head out. We're actually gonna go to our old neighborhood, which we haven't been back to since we moved. We're gonna go there and go to a coffee place. We have a few fun days coming up because we're just heading into a long weekend. My husband has a few days off work. I'm on mat leave. So we're gonna use this time to just really be with each other, have fun, and enjoy our freedom before we have a newborn because our lives are about to change a lot, but for the better. Blood sugar this morning's pretty good, stable. I had a good night last night and I'm always very grateful when I have a stable night. Back in the neighborhood. It's been a long time. If you watch my old vlogs when we were in our apartment, this is our old hood. Got myself a decaf flat white. We have a scone that we're splitting, drip coffee, and we're waiting on our avocado toast. This is an interesting time for me to eat food out because I'm super insulin resistant, so I'm gonna pre-bolus now.
No, 40 for everything.
I'm gonna get 40 for everything for now, and then I can always add on later. Maybe 45 for now. But yeah, I require a lot of insulin in the morning. Oh, I exceeded my max bolus.
Why?
I just changed my insulin to carb ratio for breakfast to 1 to 3.5. Yeah.
So good.
Okay, we're gonna walk a little bit because I'm not 100% sure how many carbs I just ingested, which is a bit of an issue when going out for breakfast in your third trimester when you're super insulin resistant, but we're just gonna make the best of it and go for a really long walk and hope for the best. Okay, we are back from our little adventure in our old neighborhood. It was really nice to revisit. I thought I would just sit down and do a quick pregnancy update for you all since this is probably the last video I am going to be posting before I have the baby. Just a little post breakfast blood sugar to show you. 8.4 and stable. And that's with walking for about an hour after. So I'm really glad I walked after or else I'd probably be up at like 14, 15. So just to give you some context, I actually ended up just having half of this scone. I didn't even have the avocado toast and I had my flat white and I bolused for about 35 grams of carbs. And yeah, I still went up high even with walking, and that is just part of third trimester, especially in the mornings. I personally have just such a hard time with insulin resistance in the mornings. My insulin to carb ratio before pregnancy was 1 to 10, which means for every 10 grams of carbs I would eat, I would get 1 unit of insulin. And yesterday, I just changed it to 1 to 3.5. So I take a lot more insulin in the morning now. And as you saw this morning, I actually reached my max bolus, which I've never done before. And I know this setting can be changed. So I will probably have to change that setting so that I can take more insulin in the morning because that's just what my body needs. And that's just how it is right now. But yes, I'm 35 weeks pregnant, almost 36 weeks. Got a nice bump. Getting bigger every week. Everything is honestly going really well. I'm so grateful. I've had pretty good control this whole pregnancy, and even though these past couple weeks have been a real struggle for me with insulin resistance, it's still going pretty well, all things considered, and I've managed to keep myself in range most of the time. Pregnancy-wise, I actually feel really well. I have a lot of energy still. I'm able to walk, but I find that at the end of the day, I get a lot of pressure on my pelvis, so it's actually harder for me to walk like in the afternoon and evening, so I try to get out more in the morning. And since it's harder for me to walk, it is definitely harder for me to bring down high blood sugars that are stubborn. We're almost there, and the baby is healthy and she's a good size, and that's all that matters, is that she comes out safe and sound. We are getting ready. Her nursery is pretty much ready. Just need a few last minute items, and actually one of those last minute items is a stroller. We are going to go stroller shopping tomorrow morning. All of the stores have been closed here, so we were waiting for the stores to reopen. Now that they're open, we're gonna actually go and get to physically try out a stroller, which is nice. And we live in the city. We have a lot of stairs. We're in like a very narrow, tall townhome, so we definitely need something that is light and easy to fold. But yeah, we'll see what we find tomorrow. But that is my 36-week pregnancy update for you all. Good morning. It is Friday morning and my husband and I have a little day date or date day for today. So we're gonna go do a little bit of shopping this morning, walk around Yorkville, which is an area of Toronto that I actually haven't been to since before the pandemic, and we're gonna head into some stores. I really wanna get a necklace with my daughter's name on it, so we're gonna look for that today. And then we actually have patio reservations for lunch. We haven't really been to too many patios since outdoor dining opened because it is really hard on my blood sugars. It's hard to carb count, but we are gonna go today because we're doing a little date day. And then we're also going to go stroller shopping. So I'm super excited for that because I'm getting a little bit worried that she could come anytime now and we don't have a stroller yet for her. And today I'm wearing this cute little maxi dress, perfect for the bump. And I actually had to do my site this morning a day early because I ran out of insulin because I'm using so much insulin now. So I just put my site in my arm over here and filled up my pump. We will head to Yorkville now and walk around, which is perfect because I just had breakfast and it really helps me to walk around after breakfast to avoid post-breakfast blood sugar spikes. We are back home to refuel a bit. We had such a fun morning in Yorkville shopping. It felt really weird to be going into stores again because they were closed for so long here, but it felt so nice and refreshing. And I forgot how shopping makes my blood sugar go low. Anyone else? Let me know in the comments down below. But I went low twice this morning, and normally like in the mornings I actually tend to run higher because I'm so insulin resistant. So it was kind of a nice change, I guess, to have a couple lows rather than have these stubborn highs. So now we're gonna go look for a stroller because that is something we really need before the baby comes. We are back for the day just in time because there's a crazy storm right now. But if anyone's curious, we ended up going with the UPPAbaby cruise just because it's kind of a smaller, more compact version of the Vista. Like I said, we've got a lot of stairs here, so we have to like bring it up a couple flights of stairs before we even get into our place. And it's compatible with our car seat and everything. So yeah, we're pretty happy with our choice and feels good to finally have this. Good morning. It is Sunday morning and we are doing more baby things today. We have our infant CPR class in less than an hour on Zoom. So we will be learning a lot this morning, I'm sure. Blood sugars have been so nice to me this morning. It's honestly such a wonderful change from my regular morning. Part of that is because we did go out for a walk after breakfast. So I think I mentioned earlier in this vlog that really helps my blood sugars when I walk after breakfast. And now we're just having a little mid-morning snack. I'm having some blueberries. And actually berries have been one of my go-to snacks during this pregnancy. I find that they are very easy on my blood sugar. I've also really been liking apples and peanut butter. I find that that's a really good snack option for keeping blood sugars stable. Hey everyone, it has been a couple days since I vlogged. I have to admit I'm definitely starting to run out of steam, run out of energy. I find that anything I do just really takes a lot out of me and I feel tired so easily now. So now is the time for me to really just settle down, relax, take care of myself in these last 2 weeks, because I actually have 2 weeks left now, which is so wild to think about. I'm in her nursery right now and just kind of going through my stuff, making sure I have everything together. I've had my hospital bag packed for a while now because I was told to have that ready around 30 weeks. Since this is probably going to be one of the last clips I film before I have the baby, I just kind of wanted to go over generally what I'm bringing with me to the hospital. Also quickly share my general birth plan with you all because a lot of people have been asking me about my birth plan. So at my high-risk OB clinic, they strongly encourage type 1s to manage their own diabetes during labor and delivery. So this means I'm going to be hooked up to my own insulin pump and also be on my Dexcom continuous glucose monitor, which I am so relieved about because I have heard that some people will remove their insulin pump and get hooked up to an insulin drip via IV, which is totally fine if that works for you and that's what you want. But for me, I just really wanted to be in control since After all, I've had this for 18 years. I am the expert of my own body and my type 1 diabetes, so I'm very happy that I was given the permission to use my insulin pump. So with that comes some paperwork so that they don't take off my insulin pump. So I have orders from my endocrinologist about how I will handle my diabetes throughout labor and delivery, and I also have orders from my nurse from my diabetes team about different insulin pump rates during labor and delivery and then postpartum as well. So those are two different medical forms that I'm bringing with me to labor and delivery. And then I also have my general birth plan, which is a form provided by my hospital that I filled out about my preferences for medication and all of that. It's a place where you write down any of your concerns, anything that is really important to you. So whoever you work with during your pregnancy with respect to your diabetes will help you out with your labor and delivery forms with respect to your diabetes. So in general, my birthing plan is to be induced. It's just protocol at my high-risk OB office. She is one of the best in the biz. I trust her. I have a great relationship with her. So I feel comfortable knowing I'm going to be induced around 38 weeks. And then from there, who knows what's going to happen, but the plan is to do a vaginal birth. And I mean, I could end up with a C-section. I really don't know. I feel like with labor, you just kind of go in with an idea and then something else completely different can happen. But honestly, I'm very open to anything that is safe for myself and the baby. As long as she gets here safe and healthy, that's really all that matters to me. So I'm not stressing about all the details. This morning, I actually packed my little snack bag because since I have type 1 diabetes, I want to make sure that I have snacks and low supplies for labor and delivery. I was told that bringing Gatorade Zero is a good idea because first of all, there's no sugar in it and it's an electrolyte replacement, so it's really good to sip on for strenuous activities such as labor. I also brought a variety of granola bars and like protein bars in general, so I have different options depending on carb level. So I have a high carb option, which are the Cliff Bars. These have, I believe, like 42 grams of carbs in them. I wanted to bring this. They're very filling, and yeah, if I'm having like kind of lower blood sugar, these would be a good option. Then the medium carb option would be the Lara bars, which I really like. These are just peanut butter Lara bars, 19 grams per bar. So kind of a lower carb option than the Cliff Bar. But then on the other end of the spectrum, I'm bringing the Good Fat bars, and you guys know I love these. They're only 5 grams of carbs per bar, so if I am for some reason running higher during labor and delivery, this would be a good option. And I fully realize that I'm probably not gonna feel like snacking during labor and delivery, but honestly, I just wanted to pack a bunch of things just in case and just to be extra prepared. And then lastly, I have a full jar of glucose tabs, 50 tabs here, because I figured that this would be an easy way to treat a low. If my blood sugar goes low during labor and delivery, I can just pop one into my mouth very easily and it works quickly. And then my husband has his hospital bag packed. I have my hospital bag packed with the baby stuff as well. Oh, so cute. I can't wait. So that's just kind of a general overview of what I'm bringing. I'm sure I missed some things that I have actually packed, but honestly, I have pregnancy brain and I can hardly think anymore. But if you have given birth with type 1 diabetes and you have something that was like a must bring to the hospital, let me know in the comments down below. I really appreciate it. I am just so grateful to have such an amazing group of people supporting me. All of my subscribers have been so kind, just lovely messages and comments. So I really want to thank you. This is the beginning of a brand new journey for me and my husband, and we're really excited. And I will see you when I have a baby.